Welcome to the foundation practice. The postures and tools in this video are the building blocks for Wake Up Yoga, 30 Days to Wellbeing, as well as your entire yoga practice. As well as preparing the body for the main session of the day, the foundation practice helps you to link the breath, look in place and postures together like a beautiful chain of asanas on the thread of the breath. When you're ready, join me on your mat.
Let's start in seated with your hands rested in your lap. Take some deep inhales and exhales, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. As you inhale, the belly expands. As you exhale, pull the belly button back towards the spine, making a gentle ha sound. On the exhale, making a soft sound at the back of the throat, ujjayi breath. Continue this conscious breathing, slow, steady breathing, and close your mouth. Deep breaths, and maybe just have a little smile in the corners of your mouth and continue this conscious ujjayi breathing throughout the rest of today's foundation class and all the classes that follow. Slow, steady, conscious breathing. Moving now into toes pose. So curling your toes under and resting your weight back onto your heels. Tip the Inhale, lift your palms, look towards your hands, elbows come behind you, squeeze the elbows. Inhale, lift, exhale, cactus arms, squeeze the elbows. Final time, inhale, exhale, squeeze, lift the chest. Hands comes to heart center and squeeze the abdominals. Onto your hands and knees. Lining up through the wrists, the elbows and the shoulders. Pushing the knees back in line with the hips and gently make sure that your triceps are wrapped back, biceps forward and rotating round, mobilizing through the wrists 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other. Keeping a neutral spine. Moving your fingers towards your body, bend your elbows, waking up through those wrists. Moving to the shoulders, again, wrists, elbows and shoulders in alignment. Elbows, triceps are facing backwards. Neutral spine, so make sure you're not dipping too much. Pelvis rocked under, tailbone down. As you inhale, you're going to retract and protract. So exhale, protraction, inhale, retraction. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Lifting. As you lift, open out to one side. Lowering, inhale, exhale, open to the side. Pushing the weight into the palm. Inhale, exhale, and open the body, open the side body. One more time each side. Inhale, exhale, open. Keep going. Waking up through the side body, hold it here. You can hold it one more time on the other side. Inhale and open. Place that palm down. Push the hips back, sitting and resting back onto your heels, extending the fingers forward, dropping the forehead down into extended child's pose. And bring your hips forward. You'll notice that your hips now, your knees are further back, elbows are behind you. Wrap the triceps back, biceps forward. Keep the elbows into the ribs as you lower the body down into knees, chest, chin and press. Lower down and press. Chaturanga alternative. Knees, chest, chin, sliding down. Bring the fingers a little bit further back towards the chest and moving into cobra. So squeeze the elbows as you lift the chest. Shoulders stay away from the ears and lower. Lift on the inhale. Squeeze the elbows together. Lower the shoulders. Into cobra. Maybe even upward facing dog. Lift the thighs off the floor. Drop the knees. Pushing back into extended child's pose. And then pop those heels back into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you want to just pad your heels from side to side. just to wake up through the calves and the hamstrings. Your feet are hip width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart, and your eye gaze is between the knees or towards the navel. Try and push those heels down, preparing to step to the front of the mat. Lift onto your tiptoes, drop the chest towards the thighs, stepping through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower the knee towards the shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale. As you exhale, squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. Preparing for your round of sun salutations. We do 5 rounds of sun salutations, working your way up as you become fitter and stronger. Inhale, lift the hands towards the sky. Elbows raise into a baby back bend. Elbows lead the way as you fold forward, all the way down. Pressing your hands onto the floor, your nose towards your knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, preparing to step back into a high plank. High plank, engage the core, push the shoulders up, drop the knees into knees, chest, chin. Inhale into a cobra, pull the elbows together. Exhale, roll the toes into downward facing dog. Hips nice and high. Preparing to step again. Bend the knees, stepping through. Straight spine, exhale, fold, lengthen out the hamstrings, nose towards the knees. Keep the knees bent as you lift the energy towards the ceiling. Elbows bent into your heart center. Squeeze the core, Samastitihi. Inhale, we go again. Elbows bent, baby back bent. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Knees bent or straight. Nose towards the knees. Inhale to a flat back. Take the hands towards the shins. Exhale, stepping back. Knees, chest, chin. Planting the knees down. Lower the chest. Lifting into a cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Coming onto your tiptoes. Drop the chest to the thighs. Stepping through. Flat spine, lowering down. As you exhale, keep the knees bent. Engage the thighs as you lift. Exhale, Samastitihi. Squeeze the ribs, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lowering down. Round 3, inhale. Stepping back into a high plank. This time drop one knee into chaturanga variation. Inhale, lift, looking behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Prepare to step or jump onto your tiptoes. Stepping through, flat spine, folding down again. Keeping the knees bent, lifting. Hands come to the humps and to the heart center. Squeeze the ribs, squeeze the glutes. Samastitihi. Round 4, inhale. Exhale, lowering down, elbows lead the way. Gazing towards your knees, inhale. Stepping back into a high plank. Holding it here, drop the opposite knee as you lower down, elbows into the waist. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, lift the thighs off the floor. Squeezing back into downward facing dog. Preparing to step or jump again into a straight spine, flat spine, curling in, lifting nice and high, mounting pose, Tadasana, Samastitihi. Final time. Inhale, raise the energy, saluting down to the floor, saluting the sun. Inhale. Breathe in deeply, use the breath. Holding into your full chaturanga onto the tiptoes, elbows into the waist, push the weight backwards, pull forwards into upward facing dog. Roll the toes, lift the hips into downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 deep breaths. Usually Each vinyasa you'd stay in downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1 full breath is 1 inhale and 1 exhale. In an active rest pose, and if any time it gets too much too soon, drop the knees down and go into your extended child's pose. Inhale, preparing to step or jump, completing the vinyasa, folding down, preparing yourself for your class of the day. Raise the arms. Bend the elbows into the heart center. Well done. You're now ready to begin your main class of the day.